The general soil-water zone being classified as zone of soil moisture in which suspended water along with the evapotranspiration collections remain. Intermediate zone that is usually being dry hygroscopic. Capillary fringe that remains near above the water table vicinity in which water is being pushed upward through capillary action. The groundwater crust could be classified mainly into two regions, the unsaturated zone having meager water availability, that is vadose zone being brown oxidized. The saturated zone or grey oxidized phreatic zone having plenty of water, that being aquifer or equitard. The aeration zone is a temporary condition persist after prolonged wet season which is being assumed above the top groundwater table. The epiphreatic zone lies in between the above mentioned. The Richard equation that is partially based on Darcy law discusses the flow of water. The process of water percolation is called saturation. The saturated water conveys pressure head greater than atmospheric pressure whose gauge pressure is being greater than zero. The overlying surface water where the gauge pressure nullifies due to pressure head being equivalent to atmospheric pressure is known as water table. The area above water table is vadose zone being the unsaturated zone, that is the collection of water seeping through inefficient water resisting rocks among the permeable ones lying above phreatic zone. Vadose zone water has pressure head below atmospheric pressure or contained through adhesion as well as capillary action. The aquifer is water saturated zone whose depth depends on the impervious bed or groundwater table separation. An equitard is a zone that restricts the groundwater flow from one aquifer to another. An equitard, occasionally totally impermeable, being called as an aqualude or aquifuge. The underground water according to availability and flow regimes classified as soil waters, precipitation or snow thawing meltwater as well as moisture condensate. Vadose zone. Overlying above water table unconfined groundwater. The water-resistant permeability collection through precipitation, moisture condensation, seepage through river, lakes or seas confined waters. Aqualude obtained confining bed water. Gravity confined water is relief alienated saturation incompetent permeable layer percolation accumulation. The confined groundwater or artesian water is collected through complete permeable horizon saturation. An aquifer basin is a combination of single or multiple aquifer through resisting stratification. Connate water are liquid water sedimentary depositional bounds. Juvenile water is intrusional magmatic water. Condensational water is water vapor percolation through rocks due to pressure gradient resulting from temperature variation of air beneath or above the surface soil. Meteoric water is inclusion of water in rivers, lakes or ice melts obtained from precipitation indirectly. Glacial retreats or melts cause eustatic sea level rise havoc. Social cohesion through sustainable development, peacemaking, peacekeeping activities and peace building through righteous interventions are most necessary ingredients for state fragility or resilience. The measuring scale is gender-based decision-making or resource-controlling equal status, literally, as different stakeholders may vary on their climatic risk understandings. Research designed through desk and participatory approaches ought to include a non-harming methodology in order to avoid any unnecessary negative circumstances. A theory of change having climate change adaptation goals indicators containing if and if or then imaginational glimpses portray the required achievable harmony in the surroundings. If providing glacial water to all across the planet through pipelines would not alter any perceivable change, and if the expenditure venture goal not accomplished, then human security for health is economical